Happy Saturday, everybody. Welcome to another installment of Home Solutions, your local home and garden broadcast here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz. Thank you so much for tuning in this Saturday morning. Hope everyone is having a fantastic start to your weekend. We got a little fall in the air this week, so I'm excited to be wearing hoodies again, and that makes me super happy. I am a Ohio boy, and I have a treat today. There's another Ohio person joining me today. I-O. So just remember, as always, we're brought to you by Pro 93 Home Solutions, your local neighborhood general contractor. We would love to help you with any of your home remodeling or home improvement needs, everything from remodels to full-on custom builds. We would love to partner with you and your family on whatever your dream is. We've been doing a lot of expansions, additions, mother-in-law suites, turning garages into living space. It seems like as the boomers are getting older, folks are having to take care of mom and dad and just needing a spot for them. We've done some garages conversions, basement conversions. Whatever it is, big or small, we would love the opportunity to partner with you. Give us a call, 458-4135. We'll get our Chris, our estimator, out there for a free estimate. Or you can check us out at pro93homesolutions.com. Website's just recently been updated. We're proud of that. Get on there. You'll be able to see a little bit about myself and Jesse, the owners, and all of our leadership team and our sales team. Don't forget, we also have Wendy and the clean team. If you're looking for residential or commercial cleaning, we have the crew for you. Wendy will come out again, 458-4135, give you a free estimate, whether it's your office, your house, you're looking for recurring service, move in, move out. Maybe you've had some work done from another contractor in town and you need to get a construction cleanup. We would love to help you out with that. No matter what it is, give us a call. We will be there for you. So now I've got the shameless plug out of the way.
That was really good, though.
Thank you very much. Today's weird. It's weird. You're gonna be like, why is this guy having this person on the show? Right. So I'm gonna tell you that that Candice is with us today, and I'll introduce her in just a second. And she's with Alltimate Roofing, and you've heard us talk on here before about the roofing. We are general contractors, so we can do just a little bit of everything. But one of the things, Ultimate's got one of the names. You've probably seen the billboards in town. You've probably seen the yard signs. They've got a fantastic name in town for doing business and doing business the right way. And we realize, look, there is enough business in this area for everybody to be happy and everybody to kind of share the wealth. And as a contractor, I can tell you, we pay for the sins of others every day. Okay? Amen. And to be able to see somebody else doing business the right way, doing business with integrity, somebody that if we couldn't get to a job, they're who I would hope you would call. And this is a local home and garden show, and it'd be kind of rude if I just talked about all the stuff we did. So we definitely wanted to have them on, and got to know Candice recently, and to say that she is a ball of energy, it'd be an understatement. So I can promise you it's gonna be a fun show today, folks. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
It's not gonna be boring.
I have no idea what's gonna happen.
I brought him
today.
a cookie, which I thought was a good start.
Yes, I got a cookie to start things, so I'm just telling you, it's gonna be a crazy Saturday morning, folks. Get ready. So I have Candice Natola with us, who is salesperson, aficionado,
yes.
guru, account executive, whatever her title.
Whatever.
She wants to sling some roofs. Is what
I do. I want to sling roofs all day, every day.
Yep, gutters, roofs, exterior. She's there for you. But she's with Ultimate. And first of all, thank you for being here this morning.
Thanks for inviting me. I thought that was really nice.
Well, it's I love the way you conduct yourself. I love the way that you work with your customers. Thank you. I know Ryan's worked hard to build a business here in town and build a name with it. So game recognizing game. How about that?
Should we high five? Is that what happens? Yeah, that's what happens there.
For those of you in Radio Land, we just legit high fived. For you on Facebook, by the way, hi Facebook world.
Hopefully you could feel the high five.
Like, is it coming through?
It was
energy.
Yeah,
energy.
It's here.
It was palpable. I've got chicken skin. Now, listen. So first off, talk to the folks out there that maybe don't know a lot about Ultimate.
Yeah.
What's the Ultimate story?
Well, our owner, Ryan Baxter, he is from Michigan. Don't hold that against him. But I know, listen, really? I was nervous to even say it out loud. I know. I'm going to let you just regroup and process.
Folks, if you don't know, we're both. So Candice is also from Ohio.
Right.
So we're from, God's country.
Yeah. That's true.
And we don't even like to say the name.
heart of it all.
We don't even like to say the name because we just say the state up north.
Yes.
The team up north.
The mitten. I mean, but yeah, so I just thought I'd really tear that Band-Aid just off immediately.
Everybody's got flaws, and
that's his. And that's his one. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. All right, good.
So, but he came down here, and so we've been in business and over 20 years within this community. And for people who don't know, and this is a testament to Pro 93, is that most roofing contractors stay in business about 5 years or less. There is quality issues. There's things that arise. But what is great is that Ryan has really stood the test of time within this segment. You can look and see a lot of those positive Google reviews. That's what keeps companies like ours in business is positive reviews.
Amen. Word of mouth.
Absolutely. That is the best thing for our industry, I'd say, is that if somebody gives you a personal recommendation, you hold that close because, this can be one of those where you think you might get the wool put over your eyes. But
well, in the old days, we're dating ourselves, but you get the phone book and you just didn't
That's
know
right.
You didn't. And now you're Googling is the equivalent of that. But the first thing you see are those reviews.
That's right.
And that's right. And a lot of times that's all people have to go on. So when someone when you know someone who's personally had a good experience with a contractor, because folks, everybody out here knows somebody. If it's not you personally that starts out with, oh, let me tell you what happened with this guy.
Or don't use these people.
People.
You get that list first.
Yes.
And so that's what I think is really special about Alltimate is that they've been here for a long time. So they are, a bad Google review has a way bigger influence than maybe a company that's just around 3 or 4 years because, to them that might not make as much of a difference. But because that we've kind of built our business, or he's built the business really on Google reviews and positive reviews in general, I think that's something that we want to make sure everyone's having a great experience through the process.
Yeah, and I think we're also I know one of the things we do together that we didn't know we were doing together. It just happens. But, one of the things we do is with What's Happening Cleveland.
Yep.
We're both sponsors of that.
That's right.
That's also an aspect of promoting kindness in the community, giving back in the community. And you see Ultimate out there doing those kind of things. And having that as a core of their business, which I know is a core. Jesse and I, it's one of the things we really have strived for in our business is being able to give back to the community as much as we can. Because without you guys, we got nothing.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. And you kind of never forgetting that, God's been good and favor is great. Yeah. But at the end of the day, phones need to ring.
That's right.
Right. And
you are not wrong.
Yeah. So we've got to be able to keep your name out there in the best possible way and just take care of everyone.
Yep.
Relationship versus transaction.
Absolutely. And every year, Alltimate does what's called the Ultimate Blessing. So that's something that Ryan started, and he has found a family or an organization. They're usually referred by someone else that they say, hey, they're in need of a roof or they're in need of XYZ. And he does a whole project completely free. He's done it for a family within the Boys and Girls Club before. He's done it for local businesses. As long as they're giving back and have that need, Ryan, one time a year, really just wants to focus on that. So it's a big project. He puts a lot of effort into it and makes sure that he can really renovate that space for somebody who is giving back within the community. And I think that's important because you can make a big difference with the things that we do. No one's calling us. I always laugh because no one's calling me to get on the roof because it's in good condition.
I don't want to verify I've got a good roof.
Take a look at these shingles. You won't believe them. And so we are coming to someone's home at a time that's really stressful. Yeah. They're either getting bids, a tree fell, a storm came through. Like it's just time. They've maybe lived in this home that has all these great memories, and it's just time now to get a new roof. And I take that as a really important aspect of our job is that we're kind of helping to navigate them through this process that can be really painful.
And it is, and it's something that people don't deal with every day.
Yeah.
It's not like buying groceries. It's not like buying clothes. It's not getting gas. It's something that for a lot of homeowners, this is something you're going to do every 10 to 15, maybe 20 years, depending on the kind of roof you have. And it never happens when it needs to.
Never at a good time.
It's the same, your roof goes bad about the same time your heating and air unit does.
Right.
Every time.
That's right.
I feel like they're synced up somehow.
Somehow. We don't know how, but somehow.
But it's never when you have the money. It's never when it's available. It's never when it's the best time.
Yep.
And it usually, I just remember the old, George Carlin bit where he would talk about, your house is just a box that keeps all your stuff.
Yeah. without that lid.
And the roof is the lid, keeps it all dry. So it's kind of important.
Yep.
And again, people don't notice their roof is bad until water usually gets in somehow, some way.
And then it's an urgency.
Yeah. And then it's oh my gosh, what about all my things?
Yes.
What about all my stuff?
Yep.
So having that, I've kind of watched him do that ultimate blessing for years. It's something that
you guys should do it with us next time.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
We're in.
We
Heck
could double high five again.
Yeah. We've been one of the things that's always been kind of at center of us has been, disabled vets.
Yeah.
We've done a few bathrooms remodel. Some of these guys and gals that have given everything to the country, and need walk-in showers, need the safety bars, need this stuff,
and what a tangible way to give back.
And it's not flashy, it's not stuff, and it's not even stuff we really advertise. But at the end of the day, I want to be able to sleep better, and just knowing that they're not hurting themselves, trying to go in and out of the shower.
No, they get the independence they deserve. It's amazing.
It is. And you see, and just a couple of them that come to mind right now that literally just, I'm not going to lie, we had tears when they see it and they realize they can do it, their family see it.
Yes. Yeah.
Because it is the difference in some of these folks being able to live on their own.
Yep.
All right. So we've talked a lot about kind of let's talk about you before we go to the break. How did you get into this, and how did you get to Ultimate?
As a little girl, I always dreamed of selling roofs. I'm kidding.
Well, yes. And what little girl doesn't?
What little girl doesn't?
Let's have a tea party and talk about shingle versus metal.
Right. Who wants to talk about tough rib? So I knew Ryan for a while, and I was kind of in a point in my life just looking at what do I want to do next, as a career. And he said, I love it. He's like, have you ever thought about selling roofs? And I was like, never a day in my life.
You could have given me 100 things and that wouldn't have been on there.
Didn't even know that was like a thing people did. I was like, I guess I knew roofs existed. I just didn't know how they got there. And so
it starts with a stork.
That's right. And he brings a roof to your home.
Yeah, brings a roof.
And so he said, try it out. So I was like, sure. And I really fell in love with the process and dove into it. And I've been doing it about 3 years now and just learning all of the nuances. It's been so fun. And I'm a big proponent of women in construction. Right? I think that's a niche that is just dying for some women to enter into the workforce. We add something different to it. Yeah. I think that there's a different sales way that we go about it. I know what I would have wanted to know, coming into it blindly. What information would have been important to me, maybe not learning about what starter shingles were or ridge vent or, I'm sure we probably explain things differently, which isn't a bad thing because I think a lot of homeowners need it differently to resonate with them. So as I learned about this industry more, I just dove in and I have really loved it. I love getting to meet families. I love getting to talk to people about the best options. This just in. I love to talk to people.
I think I always thought you were shying backwards.
I am very shy at my tea parties about roofs. So that's been really what has kept me there is that I just get to help people, but do it in a way that I think is also helping, my daughters maybe think about their careers differently. So it's been great. I've loved it.
And I can tell you that's one of the things that, we have gotten jobs. Yeah. Because, working with single moms or widows, knowing that, I had one lady said, I love that you sent team estrogen over here. I've got a project manager. I've got one of our project managers and master plumbers is a female. Yeah. We've got our quality control director who touches every job as a female. And we've got tons of females that work on our crews, and from plumbers to painters to finishers to carpenters. And I can tell you, it is, we're a coat of many colors. Our culture is super important to us, and that's a part of who we are. Is having that. And so, listen, we're up against the breaks. When we come back, we kind of talked about Ultimate and Candice, but when we come back, we're going to talk about what she wants to sell you. We know she wants to sell you. Let's talk about what she can sell you. Hey, don't touch that dial. You're listening to Home Solutions right here on Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz. Are you tired of going to YouTube or Google for answers to your home improvement questions? Maybe you have more projects than you have time. No matter where you are in the process, Pro 93 Home Solutions is ready to serve you. Pro 93 is a local, veteran-owned company offering residential and commercial remodeling, cleaning, and security. Contact us today at 458-4135 or online at pro93homesolutions.com. Let the pros at Pro 93 find the solution for your home or business. That's 458-4135. Welcome back, everybody. Thanks for sticking around with us. No matter how you're listening today, maybe you're riding around town today and checking things off your honeydew list, or headed to one of the local hardware stores or home and garden centers to do some work at your house, do some DIY projects. Remember, Pro 93, we love DIY projects. And when you realize that you don't want to do them yourself, give us a call, 458-4135.
It's like the Pinterest. I'm always like, I'm going to do this, and then I don't do
start it. Go ahead and start it, and then give us a
brief.
call, and we'll finish it for you. No, I love the DIY channel. I love all that stuff. But and some of you guys may be listening, streaming online. Maybe you're on the Mix 1041 app, or you're watching on Facebook. Hey, Facebook world. So thanks for joining us, no matter how you're at. And thank you again for the comments and feedback and suggestions for new folks. We appreciate all that feedback you guys send in. We take that very seriously. Thank you for the phone calls and as well at the office, and keep them coming. So I got Candice Natola from Alltimate Roofing. Before we go any further, I totally forgot during the first segment, how do they get a hold of you, Candice, if they have roof, gutter, exterior questions?
That is a great question, and I should quickly Google. I usually give my... Say something else witty real quick while
I'm trying to come up with something.
Say something.
I mean, we can give them my phone.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
That doesn't.
Don't.
Like
how dare you? Okay, so Alltimate Roofing, you can catch us online. We have a Facebook page, Alltimate Roofing, not UL. That's important. It's ALLTIMATE. So Alltimate Roofing, you can call us.
I'd call you at 476-6387.
That's where I would call me too.
476-6387. Maybe ask for Candice.
As for Candice, obviously she's got it together. She knows the phone number. It's early in the morning.
Listen, it's the weekend. What are you gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
So, and let's talk about what they're calling about. You know, you guys obviously were a roofing contractor first.
Yep.
You guys have expanded, obviously. But
Yeah.
let's talk about the things you see out there right now.
Yeah.
Kind of the big things right now are people making that decision between shingle and metal.
Oh yeah, that's a huge.
How do you walk into somebody's house? How do you navigate that with them?
So the first thing I want to know is how familiar they are with metal roofs. Yeah. I think that some people have an idea of what metal is without knowing that there is maintenance. So when we're talking about warranties, they hear it's a lifetime warranty. The panels, yes. Fasteners, no.
Come on.
Those are things that I really try to hone in with homeowners is if you're looking for a maintenance-free metal, especially exposed fastener metal, it might not be the one you want to go with. There's standing seam, which is just a beautiful metal. And then, shingles are going to have they are going to have less maintenance when it comes to actual fastener maintenance. People don't realize those back out.
Yeah.
Our decking in Tennessee is not very thick. It's mostly composite boards. And I want to know how serious they are. If they really want a metal roof, then they need to know about lathing strips. They need to know the importance of having a little bit more meat for that fastener to go into.
And they need to
more
understand,
vent.
And understand too that, I tell people all the time, you're going to spend this money.
Yeah.
You've got it earmarked.
Yep.
The thing you see all the time is people cheap out at the end on something.
Ooh,
and I don't mean to belittle that at all.
No,
because they have a budget they're trying to keep into.
Absolutely.
But when you realize that extra couple $1,000 is going to save you 5 to 10, because when she says exposed fastener, when we're talking about like the regular tough rib, it's what most of us think about when we think of an old red barn.
Absolutely. And that's the look
and
they want. Yeah.
You see all the
them.
Screws.
You do.
Those things back out over time.
Yeah, absolutely. And no, don't let anyone tell you that they don't.
They are lying.
They are lying.
I don't care what new space age rubber washer they've got. There's stuff out there that lasts definitely longer than it used to.
Yes. It's come a long way.
Yes,
but we haven't even seen how long it will last because it's relatively new.
Still new.
Yeah.
And the other part of that is no roofer, let me just tell you, likes to go back and just replace all the fasteners.
We don't like it, but
because there's already
yes.
Think about it, folks. You've put 1,000 holes in your decking.
Yep.
for water to get into.
Yes. And again, it's not very thick. Like, we're not talking about very thick decking. So if you're going straight onto the decking, and for the love of the good Lord, please don't do it over your shingles. Please don't, because those fasteners are not designed to go over another layer of your shingles and then the underlayment to get to the decking.
So
board.
they're going to back out even
They're going to
faster.
back out even faster, and you're going to have to overdrive the nails, which is going to cause oil canning. It's not ideal.
No.
You want clean decking. That is very important. Making sure you are fastening into clean decking.
Yep.
So don't do that to try to save, because that is going to cost more in the long run.
And I think the bottom line is, if you're thinking about metal and you're serious about metal, the standing seam is, to me, it's a minimum. It's a minimum. Now, if you're doing an outbuilding, you're doing a barn.
That's not heat controlled inside.
Yes.
I have a whole theory in my brain. Science has not backed me up on it. But I do think they back out less on those the ones that aren't heat controlled. I should do an independent study, don't you think?
Oh, this is like the opposite of Bill Nye the Science Guy. This is like, here's my anecdotal. I just think this is true. I don't know that it's true.
I have a theory. If anyone wants to be a conspiracy theorist with me, I'm here.
Oh, when I told you folks I didn't know what was going to happen today. This is
what we were talking about. Yeah.
You just said, I don't think science is going to back me up.
I don't think they have.
But yet is the key word. Yet is the key word.
They have not
yet.
It's
the key word.
Right.
I get you.
But I agree. Outbuildings, totally different beast.
Yeah. But there's so many different things. And look, folks, there's nothing wrong with shingle roofs. I got a shingle roof on my house.
I like shingles, but again, I think metal's great too. It has a space for it. If you're gonna do it, be prepared. Don't wait before you see something come out, like the fasteners, or you start to see rain come in. Put it on your calendar that in 9 years, preventative maintenance, it's just having someone come in, oversized fasteners.
Yeah. And again, you made a good point. When people talk about the warranty, a lot of companies will oversell that warranty, because the other thing that's really big right now, and we had Best Buy Metals on just a few weeks ago.
Who's amazing.
Who are great.
Yeah.
The color and the paint warranty now.
Correct. Yeah.
is leaps and bounds better than what it used to be. If you want that bright cherry red roof, it will now last 25, 30 years.
It didn't before.
It didn't.
And you'll see those panels
it
that you can tell were like replaced.
Yeah, and it was dulled out. So I've seen, and listen, roofing is one of those things in Tennessee, just so everybody knows, you don't need a license in a lot of places to put a roof on. Okay? So we get a lot of storm times. We've seen it. You've seen it. Those of us that have been around, you see the storm chasers come in. You see these little pop-up places come in. You see, we call them chucks in a truck. They throw a magnet on the side of their Tacoma, and they've decided they're a roofer. And folks, what happens is they'll sell you on a warranty that it is a warranty, but whether the paint's going to be bright enough has nothing to do with how long it's going to last.
And also with that too is your shingles. So there's a thing where you'll have nail pops. It's a thing I've seen a lot recently, where people have said, I just got this roof put on. I went to someone yesterday. She said, I just got this roof put on 10 years ago. Okay. And I walked the roof. I'm like, these shingles themselves in good condition, but the install was bad. And you could tell because there's these holes where the nails are just popping out. That is not going to take place in that typical 5-year workmanship warranty. So those roofers that even do offer any workmanship warranty, that warranty is going to be gone. About 8 to 10 years after a poorly installed roof is when you're going to start to see nail pops. So install is, I can't say enough. I think that's the most important part of our business.
Absolutely. And keep in mind, folks, when you're looking for somebody that offers a 2, 3, 4, 5, if they haven't been in business that long.
Preach.
If they haven't been in business that long, or they haven't been around that long, or been around the area that long, if they moved here 2 years ago, how do you know they're going to be here?
Right. And most go out of business in 5 years, right when their warranty cuts off.
Imagine that.
I know.
But then
crazy.
they open across town with a new name.
Oh, God. And we know who they're kidding.
Listen, I can't mention it on air, but if you'll call me, I'll give you a list. No, look, I don't want. And listen, this isn't about like blowing somebody else's candle out to make ours burn brighter.
Being informed.
But you need to, this is for most people. Your home is is the largest single purchase you're ever going to make. For most people, it's how they build wealth in this country.
Right.
And it's something, roofs aren't something you do every day. It's like buying a mattress.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It's a once every 10-year purchase, 10 to 15-year purchase, and you want to make sure you're not getting taken advantage of. You want to make sure you're working with somebody reputable. And I can tell you, working with Candice and the whole crew at Alltimate, you're working with people that are in the area. Their kids go to school here. They go to church here. You're going to see them at Walmart. Like, that's my nightmare.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to be at Walmart
That's my
and
nightmare.
seeing somebody who's feeling like they got to dodge me.
I know. I want them to be like, we still love it. It's the best.
Exactly.
That's what I think you guys are the same way. That's what we all aim for.
Yes.
We want happy customers.
I don't want to be like, well, I guess I'm not getting coffee this week.
I know.
I gotta go down this other aisle. I don't want to see her. No, I get it. And it's so we've talked a little bit about roofs, but you guys do a lot more than that. And one of the things you guys do is guttering.
We do,
and
yes.
I don't think people realize how guttering does complete kind of your roof system.
Oh, absolutely. Guttering.
Talk a little bit about why that's so important, and why if you're replacing your roof, it may be time to also take a look.
Yeah, definitely. I think once we start to tear off the roof, I always say it's kind of like a Christmas. We don't know if we've been good or bad till we get there, and it's Christmas morning.
On your contract, folks, it'll say exclusions.
It does. And that's where this wood exclusion comes from.
And that's why if you need an extra sheet of OSB, here's where you'll find the price.
Yep, absolutely. And sometimes when they uncover that, they'll notice, and again, back with improperly installed roofs, when they're short, maybe when the shingles are a little bit short, you're going to start to find, or even too low, you're going to start to find that fascia board where your gutters is starting to rot.
Which means your gutters are pulling away from your house.
That's exactly right. And when they get heavier, so they're heavier because of the debris, the leaves, they're going to start to pull back even more. And the guttering system is really important. It's going to help keep water away from your foundation. We want to make sure it directionally flows. You also, you want your gutters to be at a little bit of a tilt down to your downspout because that's what's going to help the whole system function better.
You know what? Science is on your side here. It's called gravity.
Thank you so much, science.
You're welcome.
And then what I think is really good too with our gutters is, and back to metal, with the valleys and the what happens there, you're going to start to, if your gutters aren't properly installed, you're going to have a lot of backsplash on those real heavy. We get heavy rains here, and when that goes back into your decking board because it's so it's just overflowing, you are going to have rotten decking in those areas. But that's really going to be with shingles or with the metal roofs. But there's just a little bit of making sure it's all measured and installed properly. But with your gutters too, you want to make sure that those are angled properly. You have the right amount of downspouts. For the love of God, please have the right amount of. People will have one sad little downspout that works so hard. I call it the Dolly Parton downspout because they're just working 9 to 5, and they're just trying to make a living.
Little engine that could.
That's right. I mean, she's trying.
I think I can. There's a lot of water.
And there'll be like 100 feet of gutters with this one sad little downspout.
And for those of you, we try to do a tip every week. And one thing I can tell you, if most people don't look at their gutters.
Yeah.
Until one falls off.
Yep. Yes.
Or there's a leak.
Yep.
Or something bad happens.
Yeah.
Everybody, when you pull into your driveway next time, look at your gutters.
Yep.
If you're starting to see them pull away from the side of the house.
Yeah.
That means you got some bad fascia boards. That could mean you got some bad rafter tails. It means you could have some bad decking.
Absolutely.
You want to get on that now, where you maybe don't have to do a full replacement. And you can do a repair. The other thing is, if you know your roof is in that kind of drop zone where it could be time for a new roof. Yeah. If you've got shingles, folks, take a look at what's coming out of your downspout. If you're starting to see, if you're starting to see those black granules and you're thinking, that's dirt. No, that's the actual asphalt coming off your shingles.
That's
if you're seeing a lot of that, that's your shingles are probably compromised, and it is time to maybe get Candice out on your roof.
That's right. And if there's a hailstorm especially, you'll see a big, take photos of those, that area. Insurance, and they're great, but we want to make sure that we are giving them the most information as possible. So if you do start to see where maybe there's a big storm, you're not sure if you've been hit with hail or not, hail is where you'll see a lot more of those.
And you'll also check when we get a big hailstorm, check your gutters again when you're looking at them, because you'll see dents.
Yes, you will.
Insurance companies sometimes will not see it on the roof, but they'll see it in your gutters.
Soft metals.
And they'll start understanding, okay, we got hit right here.
Yeah.
So listen, we're up against it.
This has been fun. Can we do this all the time? Thank you so much.
We're going to have to come back. I mean, that's all there is to it. If you need to get a hold of Candice, she doesn't know the number.
I don't know the number.
It's 476-6387, Alltimate Roofing. Call Candice. Ask for Candice.
Ask for Candice.
We heard her on the radio.
Yes.
I need that shy backwards person at my house.
Let's have a tea party.
And talk about standing seam. No, listen. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thanks for inviting me.
No,
This has been fun.
It is. It's been great. And folks, hope you guys have enjoyed it. Hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you again for tuning into Home Solution. Remember, go home, love on your family, love on your neighbor, and remember, we're all in this together. We'll see you next Saturday. You've been listening to Home Solutions right here, Mix 104.1 and 101.3 The Buzz.